Today we're going to show you how to make a thick smooth slip, which I find really useful for joining, and I'm going to show you the quickest way I know. Take small pieces of dry clay, add it to water, stir, wait, and then pour the water off the top. I've got some small pieces of clay that I've collected from turning and other things, and just let it dry completely. And it's going to add that to the water, and then it's going to break up nice and quickly and go to a slurry. That's the trick of getting it nice and smooth. There's lots of water in the beginning, and then we'll leave it for a few days, and then we'll get this here. We've just got the water sitting on top, and we'll pour that out. And the clay's ready to go. The way I got my clay nice and thin is I dried some clay like that there. You either take a hammer and give it a smash, or my preferred method is grab the bearing and just give it a good smash and just keep rolling until it's all smooth. If you start with a bigger piece, you'll notice we have to give it a lot more hammers to get it small, but it's easy when it's dry. Kids often really enjoy this part. So the reason I suggest crushed up dry clay is it's going to suck up the water and turn to a mush. The leather hard clay and straight out the bag forms swells on the outside, and then the water can't get into the middle, and it takes a lot longer to turn to a mush. So we'll start with the plastic clay, and we'll put the leather hard in, and here we go for the bone dry, and here we go for the mush. So you can see already the mush has started breaking down already. We're already starting to get the some bubbles coming up. That's always a good sign when the bubbles come up. The water's getting in there and wetting the clay, and we see the other ones aren't doing anything just yet. So especially if you go and you turn that, you see we get a lot more air coming out, and that'll break down. And the smaller your particles you've got, the quicker it'll break down. Here we are 18 minutes in, and this one is starting to, you can see all the particles are falling off. Here we are an hour and 15 minutes in, and the bone dry clay is all turned to mush. Here we are 5 days in. It's totally settled out on this one. The leather hard is still not doing much, and the clay at the bag's cracked, but it's still nowhere near a slip. I use two main clays in my studio, and I keep slips for both of them. That way when I'm working with it, it's the same color as the clay I'm working with, and also the shrinkage and the firing properties are the same, so I have less problems with cracking and warping in the kiln. If you're going to do decorating with a coloured slip or a white slip, you want to put it through a strain while it's still liquid, because it goes through a lot easier. You just get a brush and push it through while you're going. And we can leave all the stuff at the bottom there that's thick, and then we'll just leave it for a few days. It'll settle down. If you want something for burnishing and polishing, you can make a terra sigillata, and then you just keep the really fine water off the top after it's been settling for a day or two, and then that's got all the really fine particles in there, and when you paint that on, it'll go nice and shiny. Thank you for watching. Please leave comments below what you liked. If you've got any questions, I will answer them for you.